Oh, so no more talk of politics, responsibility, and the calling of the nobility?
Indeed. But I might just have learned something after all.
And can I hear this great revelation of yours?
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day. And it doesn't mean your whole life is fucked up. And also, things always look better in the morning. The sooner I lie down, the better chance there is of nothing else fucking up today. So, I shall bid you good night, my friend.
Not a chance, you idiot.
Who are you calling an idiot?
Only an idiot would waste bandages on those highborn fuckers.
They're injured, just like our men.
Plenty of ours are already pushing up daisies, and these bastards are responsible.
Aye, don't fuck with us, Clara. You're not gonna treat them and that's that. Let them die for all I care.
Enough! What's going on here?
And what's it to you, eh?
I've been told not to treat those wounded prisoners in the cellar.
Keep your nose out of this, mate.
Who are you talking about?
They brought in 2 noblemen who survived the massacre. They call one of them Littlehead.
Herman Littlehead.
Aye, that's him. He took a good thrashing, and these 2 won't let me treat him.
Shut your trap, and don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Those prisoners need treatment.
Of course. Sir Michael was right.
Exactly. He said you Trotsky folks are nothing but trouble.
First of all, I'm not from Trotsky. And second... These 2 are noblemen. And if they survive, I reckon you'll get a fine ransom for them. But maybe they'll survive anyway. It's up to you.
One of them is bleeding. If he doesn't get some help, he'll soon be with the Lord.
Bloody hell. What do you think, Pashko?
Fine. Let Clara take care of them then. But don't waste your precious time with them, all right? Our men have priority. Let's go, Jakey. We've got more important things to do.
Thanks for sticking up for those prisoners, Henry. They're in rough shape.
They shouldn't have yelled at you. They're brutes.
So you were more worried about me than the prisoners, were you?
What of it? You're the only woman here. And the only healer. They could show a little gratitude. At least I, for one, would be really glad if you helped those 2 poor fellas.
Thanks. Really. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
It seems chance has brought us together again.
And you know what? I'm glad. The men were betting on whether Zizka would execute you himself or only have you hanged.
Only?
Does it matter? You're alive and well, and now one of us, at least, a little. Sorry, I'd love to chat, but I have a line of patients waiting for treatment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Like what? Can you even do anything other than wave that stupid piece of steel around?
I'm sorry, Clara. I'm just trying to make myself useful.
There are a lot of injured here that probably won't survive the night without help. I hope you can do something for them.
I know a bit about potions, and I've seen my fair share of serious injuries.
In that case, thank God you're here. I'll go and prepare some more medicine and make a round visiting the injured. In the meantime, you go to the lower castle. There are more men there who need to be treated.
What are their names?
Mark, Zverk, and that poor Godsleek. You'll find medicine and bandages in the chest in my cabin. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you.
Listen, I need some quick advice.
What would you like to know?
What should I do about a fever and headache?
Look over the man thoroughly. The fever could be caused by gangrene in a wound. That needs to be cleaned and cauterized. He should also drink a lot of water. Chamomile is good too. And a marigold decoction should help for the fever.
What should I do with a vomiting patient?
If the patient is dozing off and spouting nonsense, he's fine. He just took a solid blow to the head. You just have to make sure he doesn't fall asleep, and put a cold compress on his forehead. But if he's also thirsty, then God help him. That means he's bleeding internally, and there's nothing we can do for him.
What about bleeding? Should I bandage the wound?
Aye, a bandage will stop the bleeding, but you should first make sure there isn't a fracture.
How should I treat a burn?
Wash it with water and gently daub it with marigold ointment. Then just lightly dress it and give the patient some chamomile to calm his nerves.
Can I give them something to eat?
Certainly. A good strong broth would be best, or a potion that will bring his strength back. But be careful with head injuries and internal bleeding. Eating and drinking will only make it worse.
What's the proper way to treat a wound?
That's not hard. Always clean the wound first, and then lightly bind it with a bandage.
Henry, you don't know how glad I am to see you.
Sam! Is that you, lad? Oh, well, you're in better shape than the two of us here.
Thank God you're alive.
Don't jinx it. They could still finish us off.
So, is there anything I can do for you?
There is. You can tell us why they let you go and why we're still sitting under lock and key.
Well, I don't like to admit it, but I was a fool. Von Burgov deceived us. He was never interested in an alliance with our lords.
Curva, you joined that riffraff? What kind of idiot are you?
Leave him alone, Herman. It's not his fault. We all serve someone, right?
I have nothing against you fellas. Quite the contrary. It's von Burgov who...
You don't have to justify yourself to us. I just hope fate won't set us against each other again.
Aye, then it might not end up in just a friendly conversation, lad.
Just so you understand, we have our honor, and we won't betray it.
I see you're injured, but don't worry. I've arranged for Clara to treat you.
Clara? Is that some local girl?
Aye. She knows all about healing and herbs. She'll try to make you feel better soon.
Thanks for not leaving us high and dry.
Aye. Thanks for putting in a good word for us.
Hang in there. You're not in any danger anymore. Wait, I know you. You tried to kill me, didn't you?
Look, we'll talk later, alright? Right now, I'm just glad to be breathing.
Wait, don't I know you?
Look at me. I'm not exactly in the mood to explain things to you right now. Not this again.
At least somebody fell asleep. You may not be dead, but you don't look all that great either, Kozlik. Alright, let's take a look at you. Christ, I have to change that stinking bandage on your leg, and there's likely something wrong with your head too. This isn't good. Let's take a look at that wounded leg of yours. Oh, bloody hell. That bandage stinks. I'll have to treat it properly. I'll take a look at your head. That blood in your hair isn't yours. But you've got quite a fever. I should take a look at his belly, too. Nothing serious. Just a few bruises. It doesn't look like he'd have any internal injuries. Maybe some kind of potion would help. Aqua Vitalis or an antidote could help him. But I still have to treat him. Alright. I think I know what I need. I'll clean and dress your wound. But I'll have to cauterize it. Or else the gangrene will kill you. Maybe it's for the best that you're sleeping. At least you hold still. Let's have a look at you. Ugh, it's full of pus. There's just one thing for this. Some good spirits. All right, I'll clean it with spirits. The best way to cauterize the wound is with gunpowder. I'll just pour a little right on the wound. And now to light it. Oh, Christ. Oh, what a stench. Damned fever. Didn't even wake up. Poor bloke's at death's door. At any rate, the wound's cauterized. It won't be festering now. I have to change his bandage. I'll just tighten it a little here. There we are. Tear it off, tie it up, and we're done. That looks good. And that takes care of the bandaging. I could use a potion for that fever. All right. This should help. This should help him. I just have to make him take it. He didn't drink much and fell back asleep. Oh well, what can you do? Well, that's that. I did all I can do. That won't fester anymore. And I reckon his fever will break soon enough. He'll soon be better, God willing. Where did they wound you, Mark?
I'm all right. I just have a headache. I always walk away on my own 2 feet.
You're talking bollocks. Let me take a look at your wounds.
I'm just really tired. I need some sleep. Leave me alone and go and treat someone else.
You threw up and you got a bloody wound on your left leg, and you're talking nonsense. I'll take a look at your head. It could be a concussion.
Come on, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired.
Is there a cut under all that blood on your head? You've got a cut and some bruising. You took a hard hit to the head, didn't you?
What do I know? It was one hit after another. It all just blurred together.
I see you've got a cut on your leg.
Aye, but that's nothing.
It could get infected. It'll have to be treated. Maybe a strong elixir would do the trick.
Is that really necessary?
Even a healing potion isn't a cure-all. I'll still have to treat you properly.
Come on, I'm fine. Don't waste your time on me.
All right. I reckon I know what's wrong with you, Mark. I'll clean and bandage your wounds, but most importantly, don't fall asleep, Mark. You've got a head injury.
Ah, come on, don't be silly. I'm perfectly fine. I'll just take a little nap and I'll be right as rain.
I'll try to treat you.
You sure about that?
I could use some sort of potion. This will put you back on your feet. Guaranteed.
I'm fine, really.
I'll clean that wound for you. Only I don't have anything to use. Are you the local blacksmith?
What do you want from me? We didn't herd sheep together, so bugger off.
No offense, but I don't want to fight you.
I don't give a fuck what you want, you noble piece of shit. My brother didn't deserve that.
Wait, what happened to Steer? Don't tell me he died in that ravine too.
Bloody hell. Did you know him?
The last time I was here, He spoke fondly of you. He was a blacksmith, like me.
Aye, he knew his way around a smithy. Unlike me. Wait, you're a blacksmith?
Aye. My father was a blacksmith.
Ours only drank, and then he drowned. But look, if you're a blacksmith and our ally now too, I reckon you could give me a hand with something. What do you say?
I'll have a look at...
Oh, fuck it all. I won't do it.
I'll treat your wounds.
I'd appreciate it.
I'll clean that wound for you. This will sting a bit.
Christ.
Good. That's that. I'm gonna dress your wound. I'll just wrap it around here and tie it up here.
Sakura. Be careful.
Finished. It's as good as it'll get.
Not even worth mentioning.
I reckon we're done here. I treated you the best I could.
Aye. So you did.
I cleaned and dressed your wounds, but you have a concussion.
I know. I could really use some shut-eye, but I don't have any shoes. Sorry.
You're spouting nonsense, but that's the concussion talking. Hopefully it'll wear off soon.
Excuse me?
I came to treat you. What happened to you?
I took a blow to the ribs, and my right leg hurts like hell. I'm fine otherwise.
I could give you some sort of potion,
You know potions too, do you?
but not even a chamomile potion can fix everything. I'll have to treat you as well.
I'd appreciate it, lad.
Let me take a look at your wounds.
Just be careful, all right? I'm aching all over.
Don't worry, my friend. I'll just take a peek. And here. Aye, yes. You've got a bruise on your chest and some dried blood.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad, does it?
No, but you also have a pretty swollen ankle.
And what can we do about that?
I don't know yet. I'll have to take a closer look at it first. Let me have a look at your chest. Your ribs aren't just bruised. You've got a gash as well.
And what about it?
It's not too serious. I'll just have to clean the wound before bandaging it. Otherwise, you could get an ugly infection. I'll take a look at your foot. It's quite swollen.
How bad is it?
Nothing too serious. You just sprained your ankle. If we bandage it up nice and tight, you should be on your feet by tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
All right. I think I know what's wrong with you, Zverk. Your ankle just needs to be bound. But I'll also have to clean, stitch up, and bandage that wound on your chest. A buck's blood potion would do you good. Or at least some chamomile for your ankle.
It sounds like I just might pull through. But a drink would really hit the spot. I'm thirsty as hell. Could you get me something?
Let's get to it. I'm gonna treat you.
Alright. Do what you have to. Just make it quick.
I'll clean that wound on your side, otherwise it'll fester.
Is it that bad?
Aye. Gangrene is pretty bad. Only, I don't have anything to do it with.
But you'll still treat me, right?
Listen,
A game?
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
What a day.
I'll clean that wound on... Aye. This should clean the wound.
Christ, I hope you know what you're doing.
The main thing is that it does what it's supposed to. I'll clean... Aye. This should clean the wound.
Christ, I hope you know what you're doing.
The main thing is...
Careful. Who goes there? You? Hey, you're not allowed here. Correct, you nightcrawler.
Oh, excuse me. What are you skulking around for, crook? Here a moment ago. There's a thief lurking about. Who could have done it? You thief! Surrender, now!
Easy now! I surrender!
Now I'll felt like return.
Utter nonsense. You'll have to answer to...
Oh,
Careful. Careful.
I'll clean that. Aye. This should clean the wound.
Christ, I hope you know what you're doing.
The main thing.
Why is it open? Huh? I'm sorry. Oh, it's just you.
What are you trying to pull, you scoundrel?
Are you deaf? Yield!
Easy! I surrender!
Felt like return.
This is all.
Oh! Can't believe this is just lying around.
I'll clean... Aye. This'll do.
I prefer something a bit stronger.
The main thing is that it does what it's supposed to.
Careful.
I'll clean... Aye. This'll do.
I prefer something a bit stronger.
The main thing is that it does what it's supposed to. I'll have to sew up that wound on your chest.
Make it quick, before I shit myself from the pain.
I'll just make a few quick stitches. That's it.
Christ! Ah! Fuck!
Damn it. Stop squirming around, Zverk. I'm trying to concentrate. One more knot. There we go.
Mother of God! That wasn't exactly painless, mate.
I'll bind that ankle of yours and bandage your chest. There. I'll wrap it up like this and tie it up here.
Ah, Sakra! Well then, is that it?
All done. Now just don't make any sudden movements, Zverk.
Thanks. It seems to be holding well.
Well, that's the dressing done. Now for the rest. I'll rub some of this decoction on your ankle.
You think that will help?
This should help the swelling go down.
Oh, it feels better already.
I'll give you something to drink.
About fucking time. Some wine would be nice. Or at least some ale.
have to find something else. I'll give you something.
About?
This'll have to do.
Damn it. Couldn't you get something better?
All right. That's all's work. I treated your wounds. The best thing you can do now is get some sleep.
Christ, you really are a good healer. I feel better already, really. Thanks a lot.
I tried to treat all the wounded.
What do you mean you tried?
It wasn't easy, but I managed to treat all the wounded. I hope they'll be all right.
Great. The rest is in God's hands. There's nothing more we can do. Thanks, Henry. I'll go and have a look at the wounded later. Now you should take care of yourself. Here, this might come in handy.
Thanks. But I'll only take it if you don't need it.
I've got what I need. This was left over.
Are you finished for today?
Work like this is never finished. But you have to know when enough is enough. Otherwise it'll drive you mad.
It's tough seeing people you know and care about in such a state.
You can't let it get to you. Neither the good or the bad. If you don't think about who's lying in front of you, you can focus better on what you need to do.
So isn't there anyone here who you really care about?
No. That is, not anymore. But enough of all that. I'd like to think about something else.
I reckon we can forget about taking a stroll this time, eh?
Definitely. Unless you were to carry me on your back.
Well, I suppose I could handle that.
No, no. You should go and lie down. If you like, there's a free bed in the cabin. The wind blows through the gaps, but if you don't mind a bit of a squeeze, we'll be warm this evening. I'll come and see you when you go to bed. At least this day will have a happier ending. Farewell.
I need to forage a few horseshoes, Bull.
You mean right now?
Is this about time?
It's just that I have some other work to do, and horseshoes, they take time.
Don't worry, Bull. I'm a blacksmith. All I need is for you to let me use your anvil.
Well, you came at just the right time then. I could use a hand here. There's a pile of iron in that barrel over there that needs fixing up before we leave.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
You'll really help me? Great! The lads would be bloody delighted if you fixed up their weapons.
What do you have for... I'd like to discuss the... Satisfied?
Well, finally. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I repaired those broken weapons.
Bloody hell. That would have taken me a week. Actually, I reckon I couldn't even do it in a year. Oh, my hands just ain't no good for it. All they're good for is bashing people's skulls in. What about you? Do you like fighting?
My hands prefer foraging over killing. Here you go, Bull.
Bloody hell. Thanks, mate. If you ever need anything, just let me know. And this is for you. I hope it comes in handy.
Show me your... Let's talk about... That?
Mine? Glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
I'll have a...
What can you do, sir? Maybe next...
was hit in the same place. That's no good.